Hi, good evening, everyone. So today we are discussing about the LWC components, what is meant by LWC, and how the key features are been going with LWC. And we will go through an example of LWC in JS, and we will go small example how can we implement in the HTML, and also we can know the differences between the LWC and Aura components. In the next video, we will learn about the journey of the Aura to LWC components and data modulus nodes and everything, and will at the last we will know about the how we can create a simple LWC components and all these things. So before going to that, we know that everyone knows that we have to learn the Aura components going before the LWC. There is no need to learn Aura. LWC is enough to learn. Don't need to learn of any Aura because it's going through upgradation everywhere. So it's better to go through LWC only. Don't go to Aura. So coming to LWC, so LWC means it's a Lightning Web Components, and you know that it is a modern UF framework which is built by Salesforce, as previously the Aura was the another one which was used they taken a rent of their software to use that, but we're coming to LWC is a developed software from the Salesforce platform, and you know by using LWC we can develop the codes very fast and it's lightweight, and it can be reusable. We can use the reusable codes and reusable the web components, and it natively web standards like it is going through script 6 and shadow dome and the custom elements to create rich and we can create a rich and efficient user interference, and we can use some decorators and all these tools to get the fastest update, like for example when you are going through see the IPL matches, right? The video will be we can see the matches, but we don't know how the score would be changing and everything. So by using these kind of tools and these kind of components, so we can upgrade the scores and we can upgrade the wickets and everything during the live sections. So means where they are updating automatically, it will updating on our screens also. So these type of components was developed by Salesforce. This was not only done with LWC, there is some other components with the Amazon and with the Microsoft. They are having own components for this. So like that only our Salesforce brought the components like LWC components to self build our software to get rich and efficient user interference for our customers. So coming to key features, like when going through LWC, we know that I already declared the statements, right? So we are going to use modern JavaScript. So it is already built with ES6. So it's going through script with ES6 means it's a better performance. So we'll get the good and better performances when we use that. And you know, and it's very lightweight and faster. Why we use it, this one means previously we are having the classic and lightning, right? So we are going for classic, in the classic when we want to refresh a page, the every component will be refreshed at that time, so it will take some time and it's get some weight in the server. But coming to here, it's lightweight and faster because here the component, it means that only the particular component you want to refresh the thing, it only be the refresh, but nothing will be refreshed along the page. So for that we will get the high speed and everything, so it's named as lightweight and fastest. When component to structures, it's a component based structures, and every component, I already declared, every component is reusable and it's a modular development, so we can easily go through that. And coming to some it's a web component standard. These are web standard components like it's a browser capabilities and reducing reliance on frameworks like Aura. So compared to Aura, LWC having more components which can we go through updation and everything will be faster, and we have some tricks to go through faster to update the UI and everything like pagination and everything. We will discuss everything in the coming upcoming videos. So before that, the next thing is it's a seamless integration which works alongside Aura components and supports Apex for backend processing. So it's like a seamless integration means it along works for the Aura components also and supports for the backend processing also. So that's meant by seamless integration. So coming to basic component so we know that LWC components holds with JavaScript and HTML and XML. So coming to, we have to everywhere when we coming to JavaScript, for meanwhile we're going to import lightning element from LWC, and export you have to take the default class whatever one. For a meanwhile we are going through hello world, extends the lightning element. So at the first statement in JS you are taking import, after you are taking in the curly braces, flower braces, what the component you are taking, from that you are importing the content. So next, whatever the content you want, can write there. So you give a tag bar that. So for a meanwhile, I'm giving that message. Hello Vijay, how are you? And what about Simon? Where he is? So next up after that, when we are coming to HTML, so in the HTML we have some template tags. So the template tags are means for the entrance and for the ending with the crossbars we can end that one. So in that in the coming to in the JavaScript I have given that message equals to hello Vijay, how are you, what about Simon. So coming to that statement here I can print only using the message because I have stored the content in the message. So using the template using HTML we are getting this one here, so we can print in the HTML. Okay, so so I said that today we are learning about the differences between LWC and Aura components also. So for a meanwhile, we will discuss some features like some differences like what's the architecture and what kind of performance when coming to JS script, whether it's holding JS4 or JS6, we have to know that, and what time of rendering they are taking and what the engine speed and how they are handling the events and what kind of binding data binding they are supporting and what kind of is there any reusability or not, and DOM manipulation and what the CSS styling and everything, and the last the component life cycle, and also we go to the integration. So for the first we are coming to the first one, the differences between LWs and Aura components. For the meanwhile architecture. So coming to architecture in LWC, so it built on modern web standards only. Means what the updates is going on, what the trend was going in the software, it follows that one only. But we're coming to Aura components, it appropriate Salesforce framework. Appropriate Salesforce framework means it only activates the Salesforce contents, and it have and it is little bit upgradation problem when compared to the LWC. It little bit backward and little bit higher and little bit slower when compared to the LWC. So LWC is always follows the web standards what the upgradations we are right now uh, holding on the future. When coming to the performance, the LWC is faster, and I already said that it leverages the native browsers and the capabilities. When coming to Aura components, I already said that it's just slower and it relies on Salesforce JS framework. So when coming to JS script about the LWC and Aura, um, when coming to LWC, it uses for modern JS with ES6, and the Aura framework is Aura is only enabled with ES4. So that's the main difference. So why it's getting slower and faster. So for that LWC is going for faster, and even though the JS is getting any ES7 or ES8, ES9, the LWC is ready to upgrade the performance because it was in the future tense, not when compared to the Aura. So when coming to event handling, like LWC can uses custom events and standard events using the JS scripts also, but compared to when coming to Aura, it uses only applications and component events. That's it. Whatever the Aura specific conditions we have, we can go through that one only. We cannot add any extension or something, any everything. So when coming to data binding means actually we have some we have some options like on change, on click, on button. So we like that. So whenever you're clicking the button, it is going and it is getting updating. So that is one way binding. Means we are seeing and we have to click any other tool. So for that we will get the content. So when compared to two-way binding means it will be automatically updated. So you don't need to update everything. So automatically whenever you are changing the crossword there, it will be automatically updated. So here there is one way support also, and here there is two way support also. So whenever you want to go through one way, you can go through one way. Whenever you want to go through two ways, you can go through two way. But when coming to Aura, it mostly two way, it supports only two way binding. Coming to reusability, I already said that LWC components can highly reusable when compared to Aura. Aura is like a limited for the Salesforce. um, you know LWC components can work outside of the Salesforce also with third party apps and everything. When compared to Aura, it's limited for the Salesforce only. And when coming to DOM, here we can use the shadow DOM. We can isolate and we can efficient with the DOMs and everything. And when going through Aura, it's a global DOM, so it's make less performance there. So shadow DOM gives the high performance when compared to the global DOM. So the main difference in CSS and styling for the UI, um, LWC mostly I uses like the host and shadow. Mostly I uses these two boards for scope the styles like host and shadow. When coming to Aura, we go through this and the C hyphen for styling. So component life cycle, when coming to component life cycle, so I already quoted LWC is like a modern, so we go through connected callback and rendered callback. So by using this, we can go through the component life cycle, what's going on, the component, how it's moving on, and everything we can know that. So when compared to, or when coming to Aura, it's like a uses older life cycle looks like int render after render. So we have to first initialize and we have to next render and what's going on after render. We have to know, it will take some task to know what the component life cycle is, will be what's going on there, and we have to know everything. And coming to integration, this is the main difference. In every interview they will ask simply that. So when LWC will works with Aura and LWC, coming to integration, the LWC will integrate with Aura and LWC. When coming to Aura, it works only with Aura only. It won't integrate with the LWC. So that's the main difference we are going through the LWC compared to Aura, because it is a modern components and natively web browsers. So it is going through total upgradation. So for that we are going through the LWC. So for some meanwhile, there's some keywords like we have to talk like, so it's like LWC is faster, more efficient, and it's built on modern web standards. And the Aura is outed and will eventually replaced by LWC. For the first we used Aura only, right? So Aura will be replaced by LWC because LWC is going web standards and it's following very futurematic and everything. And coming to JavaScript also, it's going through faster when compared to Aura. So LWC uses native JavaScript and web components, make it more flexible. So the performance and the loading and everything will be higher in the LWC. So for that, mostly everyone is using LWC when compared to the Aura. So in this video we have learned about, so what is the definition of LWC and what the things are given in the LWC, and how we can implement the component in LWC, and simple examples of LWC. And again we have learned about the differences between the Aura and LWC. So tomorrow we will learn about how we can create a simple LWC component by creating HTML and JS file and everything. So we can deploy, how can we deploy to the Salesforce also, and how can we add to the lightning page also, we will discuss on the tomorrow's video. Okay, thank you.